Wild America.
Has written a companion book to the Wild America series. It is available in bookstores and libraries.
Channel 9 encores this oft-requested series Sundays at 6. Examine the role of image in public life, Tuesday, May 8th at 10 o'clock on Channel 9.
Hello, I'm Bob Thompson, and welcome to the Victory Garden. Today we'll visit with Jim Wilson and landscape architect Tom Worth. Together they've planned some big changes at the Victory Garden South, including a new rose garden and water feature. Roger Swain puts in a new sod lawn at the suburban garden. And Marion, well, she makes rhubarb crisp. All that and more is just ahead, so please, stay tuned.
Funding for the Victory Garden is made possible by public television viewers, the American Rental Association, whose member businesses rent the tools and equipment to build a home, landscape it, grow a garden, and throw a party. Monrovia Nursery Company, producers of container-grown ornamental plants, available at nurseries and garden centers nationwide. And by Grace Sierra Horticultural Products Company, makers of Peter's professional plant foods and potting soils for all your indoor and outdoor gardening needs.
Well, that viburnum won't be blooming for several weeks now, but Jim Wilson tells me that the azaleas and dogwoods are in full bloom in Georgia, and that he has some exciting new additions to show off at the Victory Garden South. Here's his report.
Welcome back to Callaway Gardens at Pine Mountain, Georgia. And as you can see, it is azalea and dogwood time. And what better way to see them than on this brand new bike trail, going through miles and miles of forest and azaleas. Aren't they beautiful? Now, this is a way to see Callaway Gardens. But I'm going to get off this thing before I break my neck. I haven't been on a bike in 30 years. This is what I brought you down here to see. What's going over there at Victory Garden South. You know, all winter long, I've been dreaming about ways to improve this garden, but it's been working well for nearly 7 years. And you don't rush into that kind of an improvement. You bring in a good landscape architect and all sorts of craftsmen, and that's what you see, all that activity going on over there. So let's go meet our architect, Tom Worth, and see what he has in mind for the garden.
Hi, Jim.
Hello, Tom.
Come to help out, did you?
Oh, man, just give me a rake or a hoe.
Well, I'll tell you, there's an awful lot happening. And, you know, I think your suggestions have just been terrific in developing this plan and expanding and improving this garden. I have a couple of plans to show you. Do you want to show our viewers what we've been doing?
Yeah.
All right. The existing plan is on the top here, which we did, what, almost 6 years ago. And some of the problems that have developed that we really want to improve is this entry. It's just a little dull and a little uninteresting, so we want to make that a little more exciting.
Hot.
And hot, yes. And this orchard area is somewhat underutilized, so we thought we'd try something over there that would make that, bring that into the garden. This little fingertip garden area needs some help too. It's it's a baking spot right there. And then this little spot over here, I think, has just been somewhat nondescript.
Never worked right.
It never did, so we've got some improvements there. Back over here, you wanted a laugh house, so that seemed to be a good spot to think about.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. And then we had this whole area over here that we thought if we moved the fence out, we could take advantage of. So let me show you what we've done down here. This is the new plan. We've expanded on the entry area, added some water for interest at the entrance. We've made a connection in here underneath the orchard, and by moving the fence out, made a whole new enclosed garden, which I think should be kind of exciting. We can plant some shade plants around it. We've improved this little fingertip garden with a trellis. Here we've created a rose garden back here with makes a connection over here in through the trellis. Here's your laugh house that we just talked about. Yeah. But I think the key and most exciting part has been this little lily pond that we're proposing out here, and it's well underway. Can we go take a look at some of these things?
Bet.
Let's start out here. Well, Jim, first of all, you asked us to put some water right out here, didn't you? Right by the entrance.
The sound and the feeling of water.
Yeah, well, we've given that a lot of thought. You know, we're really going to change this whole area around, and we don't want it to feel contrived. You know, we did think about a rain gutter with a barrel We talked about, you know, maybe an old pumper out here. The latest thought is a series of different level barrels where the water will cascade down and create sort of a playful...
Rustic old barrels?
Yeah, exactly. Wine barrels, perhaps. And then some integrated with some planting around. What do you think?
I think it'll fly.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a try. Now, you've got a tree going in over here.
Yeah, and it's about time, I'll tell you. It's been so hot here, we needed shade. But now, why the clump? This looks like an old river birch, one of our native trees.
Well, this is the new heritage variety, which I understand is, you know, resistant to heat and birch borer and that bronze birch borer, as well as the leaf miner that eats up all the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But
hey, I'm glad to see that they're taking that wire off the root ball there, because if they left it there, that tree roots would get all tangled and it wouldn't grow right.
Yep, that's certainly a good detail. Well, I like the multiple stem, you know, character here, especially closer to the house. You know, you get a lot of interest. But I think the other reason I'm really happy with this tree is the scale of it here. It's going to help bring down this tall sort of edge of the facade, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Well, come, let's look at this lily pond. Now, talk about work. I mean, this has really been something else to put in. This is a black fiberglass pool liner, pre-cast, that preformed, that we simply dug in here. It's about 7 feet in diameter and about 30 inches deep or so. And you see this little ledge that comes along here. There's another one down below, and that's to help regulate the depth of planting of certain water plants that are going to go in here.
Pots right in on it.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, right now it looks like a big old plastic hot
well,
tub.
that's one of the biggest problems with these kinds of pre-manufactured things, is to make them look natural. Now, what we've done is, with this granite coping, is projected it over the edge for a cantilever effect, okay? So we can try to conceal that edge, and then we're going to bring the water level up, you know, as high as we can.
Yeah.
The other device that we've done is to put some black dye in this water. And this is called nigrocene. It doesn't harm the plants or the fish, but it gives you this sense of depth and nice reflective quality.
Now, how about plants around here?
Well, what we're going to do is to put lilies and water plants, which you'll see later on. And then on the outside edge, we're going to put, we have a planting border here to about 2 feet wide or so.
Yeah.
That will be water-related plants, irises and things that you tend to associate with lily pond.
I think that's going to fly, too. But now, how about my lath house top?
Well, we can go talk about it over there.
You know, Tom, when you laid out the plans for that barn 7 years ago, I asked you for a chicken pen right here so I could take care of my vegetable waste.
Well, Jim, if you recall, you know, we gave you this little coop right here and a little door for the chickens to come out. But apparently Callaway feels that the chickens are something that the public will sort of harass. So we've had trouble with that.
Oh, my.
Getting them for you.
Well, you can't have everything.
Maybe a guinea hen or two occasionally. What do you think?
I'd love it.
Well, maybe we can lobby for you there.
And here's going to be my lath house.
Yeah,
Doesn't look much like it now.
Well, it's not quite done, Jim, as you can see, but this will be, I think, a perfect spot for it. It's sort of on the edge of the garden, you know, it's sort of on the service-related end. We're going to make it the full size, about 50% shade, where you can put your hanging plants, and you can potting. We're going to give you a table, a work table right here, and a bench, a step bench along the back. You can display and keep plants on.
Stair-stepped up.
Right, right. So I think this will be an attic thing for you, don't you think?
All right. Sounds good to me. How about that rose garden now?
Well,
you know, Tom, that special garden of roses that we had outside the fence, it never did quite right.
Well, Jim, I really think the problem was in the wrong spot. You know, it really was outside the garden.